Have you ever visited a place and thought, I think I could live here? Well, that's how Kate and I felt about Milwaukee, Wisconsin after our first visit. The city left such a positive impression on us that we put it on our list of favorite cities in the US. Did I mention there's great beer and good food? And the city gets extra bonus points for being dog friendly. Leo was with us on our first trip to Milwaukee, and needless to say, the locals loved him. You excited for bread?
Do it. What would you like to say?
I say let's go sit on the patio.
It looks delicious. We've got cranberry walnut bread and sourdough. One of my favorite things to do is to find a good local bakery. It's always exciting to see what kind of baked goods they have.
Oh man, that's good. The crust is perfect. Of course, there's more to eat than artisan bread in Milwaukee. During our first visit, we sampled beer, cheese, sausage, even a root beer float. If pizza's your thing, check out Transfer Pizzeria. This pharmacy turned to pizzeria dishes out some of the best pizza in the city. We loved their garlic sauce pizza topped with sausage and pepperoni. It's fantastic, and the pepperoni is thick cut and spicy. Transfer Pizza, good job. For brunch any day of the week, head over to Blue's Egg and snag a seat at the bar. Kate's favorite is their house-made English muffin served with whipped butter and jam. Although our diets have changed since our first visit to Milwaukee, we got to revisit some of our favorites, including the Wisconsin Cheese Mart and the Spice House.
Okay, gotta feed the meter. How much time should I put in?
1 hour.
Okay, $1.50 an hour. Let's do this. I love the smell of this place. It smells amazing. I stocked up on all of my favorite spices. Now I can officially begin testing and working on the cookbook. Love the Spice House. Really fun to be walking through this area again because we were here on a food tour the first time we were in Milwaukee. And it's fun to pop into the cheese shop. This one's really good. That's really good too. Cheese travels well. But I love this cheese sign. We'll have to take a picture in front of it. Ooh. Smoked Wisconsin Cajun Gouda. I don't think I've ever had this much cheese. And we ate at Mater's on the food tour. That was a lot of fun.
Sauerbraten and red cabbage. Before we move on, let's talk about the Friday fish fry. Live music and a great beer to go with your fish, head over to Lakefront Brewery. While you're here, you may as well go on their brewery tour, complete with samples and a good laugh. We had a great tour with Kyle. I was introduced to a new beer, the Arturo, and it is absolutely fantastic. I think we're gonna go back inside, have a couple more, enjoy this wonderful day in Milwaukee by the river, and see what else this leads us to. You know there's no shortage of festivals in Milwaukee when there are several to choose from in one day. We stumbled upon the Brady Street Festival in full swing with live music on multiple stages. A festival in Wisconsin wouldn't be complete without a cheese curd eating contest. Although I couldn't convince Kate to sign up, we did stick around to watch the contestants chow down on their 2-pound pile of cheese curds. Then we proceeded to sample every cheese under the tent, including the ghost pepper cheese.
It's a nice amount of heat. It's good.
This ghost pepper, ooh, it's good stuff, but it's hot.
After watching all those people trying to eat 2 pounds of cheese curds, I decided I had to try some squeaky Milwaukee cheese curds. Good. I can't imagine eating 2 pounds though.
No.
I'm glad I didn't sign up for that contest.
It's a good thing Milwaukee is a very walkable city, because a leisurely stroll was in order after all the cheese. Kate and I went for a walk along the Milwaukee River, where we hung out with the fawns and hopped on a relaxing cruise around the city. If you're looking for more adventure, kayaking is a great way to experience the city and its architecture. Kate and I went on a 4-hour kayaking trip the first time we visited Milwaukee, and it's still one of our favorite things to do. The challenge with a great city is there's way too much to do and not enough time. If you're a motorcycle enthusiast like me, a trip to the Harley-Davidson Museum is in order. If you're interested in history, a tour of the Pabst Mansion is a must. The guided tour reveals some fascinating history about the Pabst family, along with a detailed tour of their 20,000 square foot mansion. Time to grab a cold one over at Best Place and learn more about how Pabst Blue Ribbon came to be.
What's the word of the day?
Gambrinus. It means to be content with a stomach full of beer. All right. Which way? Ice cold beer this way, gift shop this way. This one. Ice cold PBR, right in my belly. So far, this has to be one of the best brewery tours because we're not learning about how the beer is made, we're learning about the company itself. This little nugget, if you don't know what that is, look it up. Find out what the B stands for. Very interesting story. Let's go. While we're on the subject of brewery tours, we had a meetup at MKE Brewing Company with our WTR family. Head brewer Kurt gave us a private tour with several refills along the way, including a sample of OG, a beer beloved by the locals and one of Kurt's creations. Kate and I have been on quite a few brewery tours, and they're all a bit different. At MKE Brewing, it's a glass in hand tour where you can sample as many beers and as much beer as you can handle. That's the nice thing about having home with us. We can walk back to the van and take a nap when we're done. But there's no time for rest and relaxation when German Fest is in full swing.
We made it to German Fest, and I almost took a guy out. One more. Made it to German Fest.
Kurt and family offered to drive us to the festival, where we devoured not one, but 2 giant pretzels. I've loved bugs ever since I was a little kid, but I particularly liked the Baja bugs. And we actually thought about towing one behind the van, and it's still something I want to get to this day. So that is one cool vehicle behind me. And if there aren't already enough reasons to go to Milwaukee, here's another one to add to the list: a live glockenspiel performance at German Fest. Granted, we've never experienced the winters in Wisconsin, but we enjoy Milwaukee so much, we just might plan a winter road trip to get the full experience.